Hello amigos and welcome back my friends to episode 7 of Locals to Legends. So as you can see here, we are playing Deportivo La Coruna today, and yeah, a lot of things have happened since you've been away. So let's go and have a quick look how we've got on in the fixtures we've played. So when you was last with us, we beat Mallorca 1-0 and lost to Leganés 2-1. We played Atletico Madrid B and we lost 2-0. Then we played Barcelona B, and to be honest, this was a cracking game of football. We ended up losing 3-2, but it was a really good game. Hesse, we fell behind Rui Puig with the goal. Hesse equalised pretty quickly as well, which was great. Then they took lead again through Chummy, and then Antonio Jesus with a back post header scored for us. And going late on in the game, it was end-to-end stuff, but they ended up scoring the winner in the 75th minute through Rui Puig again. Then we played Numancia, who were bottom of the league, and we won 1-0. Johnny Nunez with the penalty. If any of you don't know, he is our goalkeeper. So yeah, he scored the winner for us from the penalty spot. Then we played Valladolid and we ended up drawing 2-2. They're in a relegation battle, so it wasn't really a great result, but he always seems to score against me, just Guardiola. And the goal scorers for us were Pedri and Jefe Rodriguez. So yeah, today we play Depor, who are 3rd in the league, and we play Almeria, who are 16th. So things to show you. We'll go into the formation we're going to play, because it's probably the best way to show you. Nunez is out for 3 months with a fractured leg in training, so he's played his last game, and it was the game where he scored the penalty. So last game of the season for him. At least he managed to see it out with a goal. And other bad news is Traoré has broke his ankle, so his season's over as well. 2 to 4 months is out for. So yeah, that is the end of his season as well. Hopefully they'll both be back for the start of next season. So yeah, that's where we're at the moment with this team. We've had youth intake, so we'll quickly show you some of the players we've got. First one was Julian Martinez, and yeah, he's a bit good, isn't he? Who's he wanted by? Oh, he's wanted by a few teams for transfer, Vigo and Zaragoza. But yeah, he looks a very good player. He's an attacking midfielder. Technique's really good. Tackling's quite high, actually, surprisingly. Then you've got free kick taking, quality first touch, fantastic dribbler, and a great corner taker. He's got strong mental abilities as well, and has got good natural balance. Obviously, his physicals need to be worked on as well. But yeah, he's a good all-round good youngster. Fairly ambitious as well, which is always nice to see. Then we've got the right back, another Agony Duran, who is a 6'6" right back apparently. But to be honest with you, I might look to develop him to being a centre back. When you're 6'6" and you can't really cross very well, and yeah, doesn't tend to be the best fullback in the world. So yeah, I think that's where I'm going to try and training to become the new centre back at the club. Imagine him and Traoré as the centre halves. They'll be absolute beasts, winning all the headers. So yeah, I think that could be a good place for him to develop, because he's already pretty good at headering already, so he just needs to develop that further, and he can already jump really well. Imagine trying to defend set pieces against 2 6'6" giants. It'll be quite useful for us. Personality is temperamental, which is might be a bit concerning. He might get himself sent off a bit, but it'll be one we have to try and keep an eye on. He's also wanted who by Vigo and Zaragoza, so a couple of teams are already after some of our youngsters. Yeah, another youngster is a chap called Jose. He's a ball-winning midfielder, which is what we need, to be honest with you. He's got some good... he is a ball-winning midfielder. Got great first touch. Technique's very good and is a decent free kick taker. I like his determination already at 17, but yeah, this guy does need a little bit of work to him. I say a little bit, needs a lot of hard work put into him, but he could be a really good player for us. And we have another centre-back. This guy's called Jeremy, and who's wanted already? Who by? Vigo. So yeah, it's the defensive side, the heading, tackling and marking, they're all pretty solid as well. Passing's a 10 as well, which is solid. Technique's a 10. So yeah, stuff what you need for a ball-playing centre-back. It's quite good for a 16-year-old. Obviously, need to work on his first touch as well. But mentals are also pretty solid. Obviously, they're quite nice for what you need, but 16, they're always going to improve. And physicals, he's got good acceleration, and the rest of them would need to be improved as well. But at 6'1", he could be a very, very, very nice centre-back for us. So, again, one to keep an eye on to try and develop through the system we've got. Then the next one we've got is a right winger called Armando. And, yeah, he's okay, isn't he? I don't think he's going to come and be a world beater for us, but he could be a very useful squad player. But he might be someone we try and progress and look to sell for a bit of profit. But yeah, I don't think he's a bad player, and hopefully he can develop into a nice one for us. And here's a goalkeeper we've got, Echedi, I'm going to pronounce it like that, Fernandez. He's not as good as the other two keepers we've got to be honest, but he might progress nicely and maybe just stay in the B team for the rest of his career, because I feel like he might be a decent keeper for that level if we can progress him up nicely. And if he does decide he wants to move on, we can get some money for him as well. So yeah, the lineup for today is going to be Mejas is in goal. We've got Rosman at right back. He's only wanted on loan for loans. Mandy at centre back with Camacho, with Agni Alvarez at left back. We're going to have Hernan as the half back, and Benitez and Marquez in the centre, trying to create everything. Then we've got Pedri on the right hand side, Hesse on the left, with Treviso up top. And pretty much, I think that's going to be the lineup we're going to go with going forward. We're going to try and get Martinez and Antonio Jesus some game time as well, because I want those two to develop, because Antonio Jesus is developing really, really nicely at the moment, so he'll need to get some more game time at the moment. And Martinez, maybe not developing as much as what I'd want, maybe because he isn't starting as many games, but he's getting a lot of sub appearances though. But yeah, he might not make it, unfortunately, for us, but I have a lot of hopes that Antonio Jesus can make it, because I think he looks absolutely superb. So yeah, let's go straight into the game. So here we are at Depor's ground, and let's see if we can pick up some 3 points, because if they get a draw, they go second, so it's a lot of pressure on them to try and get automatic promotion. They're not going to win the league. Barca B's already won it now, and yeah, I just can't believe they've won it already, and we're only in April. And yeah, they've won 12 more games than Depor have, so yeah, they've done all right, and most of them probably won't even get into the Barca first team as well, which is just shows how much quality they've got in their squad on this game. But yeah, they've got the ball of Depor, and they boot it forward. Can we win it back and make ourselves a chance? Pedri wins it back, and Pedri's doing really well and forced a good save from the keeper. I think that's the young goalkeeper, the Nigerian keeper, isn't it? I think I remember him at the World Cup. Yeah, I think it is him. 6'5", so yeah, he is a bit of a tall keeper from memory. He was alright for Nigeria as well. Let's see if we can create a chance before, hopefully if they don't score. Marquez, that's outside the area, ref. We know it's not going to be a penalty, so we just have to wait for him to make the decision. Yeah, I hate when we have to wait for this. It's just boring. And the decision is free kick outside the box, which we all knew. Yeah, like I said, it's a bit frustrating we have to wait for it. At least we didn't have... ball whipped in. At least we didn't have to wait for him to just go and have a chat with the guy who committed the foul. That would have been really annoying. I've still got the ball with Depor. Can they work an opportunity? I don't think they will, but I would not be wrong. I wouldn't be wrong for the first time. In fact, they did. And Hesse heads it away, but he wins his own flick on. We could have a chance here. What can Hesse do? Ball whipped in to Rosman. Well, I'll say whipped in. Pulled back, maybe. Marquez done it. Players, back to Camacho. And yeah, that was just a pointless highlight. So far, we're doing alright. Bear in mind how good they are. And half an hour in, it's 0-0. But they do have this highlight. Are they going to make anything? Can we win it? Can we win it? Can we win it? Come on, I'm guessing Hesse. But nah. It's back with the keeper. Uzoho. And I thought he was going to win it back again then, Treviso. But he doesn't. Ball over the top for a Gecko. Well, out wide, sorry. But Agni Alvarez wins it. Treviso with the flick onto nobody. Sommer on it. And yeah, this is a bit of a long one. A bit of a long highlight. Salva Luis on it. Goes backwards to Shimbaki. Ruiz. Shibasaki. Ruiz again. And it looks like they're going to have that chance. Decore over the bar. It was a bit of a drawn out highlight, wasn't it? For a poor header. It's a free kick. Gecko to take. Ball whipped in. Müller. Oh. Referees stopped it for handball and's given a penalty. Hesse Rodriguez gives it away. And not 1-0 yet, but yeah, now it is. Decore scores from the penalty spot. Nunez dives without really moving. And yeah, it's 1-0. Check Decore. I think he plays for West Ham. Yeah, good penalty to be fair by Decore, but keeper jumps but doesn't really get anywhere. So yeah, we're approaching half time and we're 1-0 down, and there is another highlight. Caxi with the ball. I'm going to say that. I don't know if it's pronounced right. So I'm a ball out wide to Keko. Decore. Back to Keko. Up against Agni Alvarez. Beats him. Goes to the byline. Pulls it back to Kake. And it's blocked and cleared away. It's another highlight to Depor. Yeah, they're having all the hot play here at the moment, but Martinez wins it back. Can Hesse get on the end of it? Oh, beats his man. Hesse now running down the left-hand side, cuts inside. What can he do? Pulls it back. Oh, tries to put it back to Benitez, but the defender's there to pull it out. And Alves plays it to Hernan. Hernan back to Camacho. Ball forward, but headed away by Sommer. And Depor back on it now. Are they going to go and create themselves a chance? Oh, Hesse almost wins it back, but doesn't quite. But I don't know if that was a shot, but a good catch though by Mejas. And is it? Are we still going to continue this highlight? We do. Mejas boots it down the line to Hesse. Hesse cuts inside, beats one. Still going. Hesse shoots and comfortable save in the end. Again, a long highlight for not much. Depor are leading 1-0 at half time. I'm going to say I expect to see more in the second half because I'm not being too happy so far. An assertive. I'm not happy with your performance. Yes, Hesse is fired up, which is good. And can we make a chance or a decent looking chance, I suppose, because we had a couple of chances in the first half, but not really a fat lot happened from it. But there's another highlight. It looks like it might be Depor's. And they go back to the keeper. To be fair, they're keeping possession quite well. They're using it nicely. But we win it. Benitez, 1-on-1. Benitez shoots. Poor strike in the end. Yeah, he's not a natural goal scorer as Benitez by the looks of it. As when you want him to arrive late in the area, you want him to be that bit better. Hesse the ball in, headed away. Good tackle there by Pedri. And Gecko gets there first though, but no, he doesn't quite get there. It's a throw-in. That should be the end of that highlight. Sadik whips the ball in, and Müller scores. Müller wins, gets the header on. I think it was Rosman, and yeah, they find themselves 2-0 up now. Alex Müller with the goal, and it was Sadik with the ball in. Yeah, Müller just jumps above him, and Mejas didn't really cover himself in glory either. We're gonna have to make a couple of subs see if we can get ourselves back in it. Treviso is going to come off for Rafa Muthia. And I think I'm going to take Rosman off after that lack of defending well. Hopefully we can get ourselves back in it. But ball whipped in, and Salva Luis completely and utterly unmarked all the way through there. And to be fair, keeper no chance with the header. And yeah, we're 3-0 down. We're jumping up to attack, see if we can make anything. But yeah, completely unmarked. That was poor. Very, very, very poor. There's 15 minutes left to go, and it looks like they've got a free kick. David Simon gives it away, and could it be another set piece goal for him? And they shoot, save on Mejas, and the rebound saved again. And Marquez does the sensible thing and just heads it out of play. And it's another set piece for Depor. Gecko to take. He whips it in and another free header, and it went over the bar, fortunately for us. We got a couple of yellow cards. Yeah, we're going to make us another sub. We'll take Pedri off because of the yellow, and we'll get Antonio Jesus on. So yeah, a very, very, very poor performance from us, and I don't think we're going to get anything from it now. We'll have a bit of a moment, attempt to show some passion, and it's another highlight for Depor. Goal kick, but we win it back. David Simon on it. Mandy, what can he do? Through to Marquez. Marquez, a lovely ball out wide to Jesse Rodriguez. Jesse pulls a ball in, headed away, and is it going to be another chance now for Depor? He's running through his their player. Borja Valley shoots, good save by Medras and cleared away by Simon. As we're approaching the end of the game now, it's not looking great. And that's it. It's full time. We were poor, and they deserve to win it, is the simple way to sum up this game. Aggressively. That we need to be in training tomorrow. So I think that's the best call. Yeah. They're not promoted yet, but they're taking the driving seat of Depor from that. So yeah, our next game is in 6 days' time against Almeria, and let's hope we get a much better performance. I'll see you in a sec. And here we are, guys, Almeria for today's game. And where are they in the league? They are 6 points off us in 16th. Actually, I just want to double check, because our form hasn't been great recently. Just double checking we can't go down. In theory we can, we're 14 points off, but realistically, they need to win all their games, so we should be all right. So yeah, we've had another injury, David Simon. Fortunately, it's not a season-ending injury. So we're all good on that front. And Carlos Quintana is also injured, but he wasn't really going to play anyway. But so yeah, this is the lineup. We're going to leave him on the bench anyway, because if we need him, he's an all right person to have there. So yeah. This is going to be the same lineup as before. No changes. Actually, no changes. We're going to leave it. So yeah, let's go straight into the game. So here we are at home against Almeria. Can we get 3 points? Because we need to get some wins. Because it's been a while since we've had a win, I think. Aitor shoots, good save by Mejas there. And they have the first shot of the game. I've also changed it to attack instead of balance now, because I want to get a couple of goals, because I don't really think we're getting promoted. I think we're too far off the playoffs, and we shouldn't really be going down now. So we're going to finish mid-table, which I'm quite happy with, and hopefully we can try and build on. But I want us to play a bit more entertaining football now to the end of the season. We've got the ball again. Benitez, good ball through to Treviso, out wide though. Plays it back to Agni Alves. Ball it in. Hesse one-on-one. It doesn't quite do it. Treviso shot blocked by the defender, but we still have the ball, but it's blocked the cross by Agni Alvarez. And that's the end of the highlight. Hopefully we can be a little bit more on the front foot, because we've been a bit passive, I think, at times. Having possession for the sake of it. And we want to make sure we're attacking. But yeah, so far, half an hour in, no goals. Mejas plays it short though from the goal kick to Mandy. Mandy out wide to Rosman. And Pedri on it. Decent ball inside to Marquez. Marquez with a good ball out wide to Hesse as well. Cuts inside, does Hesse. Driving forward, shoots. And yeah, it's a pretty wild shot there. And it doesn't really do anything. And as we approach half time though, we're not really doing a fat lot with it, are we? Pedri to Rosman, ball whipped in and headed away. And can we get our foot back on it? Hernan now plays it inside to Mandy. And a little bit of a tight passing, maybe a little bit too crazy for us. But Hesse on it, good ball out wide to Agni Alvarez, but gets tackled as Alvarez. Can he win it back? He does, but loses out to it straight away. And they look like they're going to come out now, Almeria. Ball over the top, but Camacho wins it. It's a long highlight, this one, but hopefully it can mean there's a decent chance on the way. Benitez now. Plays out wide to Rosman. Inside to Pedri. Pedri Gets past man, pulls it across. Oh, has a shot and it hits the side netting. That was an absolute waste of a chance. So yeah, first half we've had a few chances, but nothing really where you think, oh, we should have scored. Certainly, I'm not happy with the performance out there, and we'll give it a go and see if we can kick on this second half. And I feel like we've done all right, to be honest. Treviso's having a poor game, 6.3. Shall I get creative, see if I can do anything. You know what? I'm going to take Treviso off. He's struggling a bit at the moment. And free kick, Hesse to take. Ball in, and it was going wide, but the keeper saves it anyway. And it's a corner ball. Hesse to come over to take it. Is there anybody you can find? Ball whipped in, and it's headed away, but only as far as Hernan. Marquez on it. Plays it all the way back to Alvarez. And yeah, that's be the end of that. Yeah, we'll make another sub. We're looking a bit flat still. We'll swap Pedri and Hesse around and put Antonio Jesus on. Let's see if he can make a difference. Hernan to take this free kick. Plays it short to Pedri. And Pedri's still on it. Loses out, but kind of wins it back. But Rosman's got it. Alvarez on the ball. Plays it back to Mandy. Hernan now. And we're keeping the ball nicely at the back. Can we move it forward? We do. Marquez headed away there by Bailey to Lara. And Almeria thinking about having an opportunity. And they're moving it around the back as well. And they're keeping the ball nicely, but we need to win that ball back if we're going to get a goal. And they boot it down the line, and Camacho with the header, not down the line, sorry, down the pitch. And I'll get Alvarez, he does. Marquez back to Alvarez. Yeah, keeping the ball. Oh no, we give away the ball, as I'll just say we keep the ball. Nunez 1-on-1, Nunez scores, and it's Almeria 1, Las Palmas 0. Chema Nunez capitalises on a mistake from Camacho. And yeah, we're 1-0 down. Yeah, Camacho just gets caught there, and Nunez just breathes down and finds the back of the net, doesn't he? It's a good finish, to be fair. Oh, Nunez maybe could, not Nunez, Mejas could probably do a bit better. Yeah, so far, we're not looking great, are we? It's a free kick, Nunez whips the ball in, and they header it off the bar, and we clear it away, fortunately, and we'll demand more, see if we can get something out of them. Yeah, the second half performance has not been good, has it? And yeah, the full-time whistle. Oh no, it's not gone yet. Antonio Jesus for the corner. Ball whipped in. Camacho heads it over the bar. And that was the last chance. And that's the full-time whistle. Las Palmas 0, Almeria 1. So not the best couple of games for us. A 3-0 defeat and a 1-0 defeat. Not happy with the performance out there. And yeah, that looks like that's it. So what will we do? Where are we? We are 12 points off the playoff places. Realistically, that's not going to be on. And from the relegation point of view, we're 14 points clear. So it looks like we're going to get mid-table mediocrity. So what we'll do is, because there's not really anything to play for, we'll look to come back for the last game of the season against Zaragoza. But if we do go on a amazing run and we could be in a chance of a playoff place, I might come back maybe the game before as well. But I don't think that'll be the case. So we'll come back for the Zaragoza game, last game of the season. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Cheers. Bye.